Hey guys, I'm watching Megan Kelly talking about their India going down and stuff, and they're attacking. They were creating this coalition against India for saying that because apparently the pilots turned off the fuel. The switches that actually send the fuels to the engine and whatnot. And I'm going to tell you what happened. God, created this mishap. And Air India, because they turned the switches off, fuel, basically injection or fuel delivery system, the switches were turned off and turned on, but it was too late because the engine did not come back on like in time before it crashed. Okay? Now they were attacking India for that, and they know this is caused by, God. God actually brought this plane down. He brought the plane down, and United States doesn't want to claim any responsibility. Boeing and all this TV station are attacking India, saying they are the one to blame. Because in order to get out of LawSuit, they have to paint somebody in a bad light to make them appear that guilty. They were, God did this, and they don't want to pay. They don't want to pay for the deaths of these people, the 241, and the injury of the person who actually survived. And that's why they were creating this coalition against India. It's not like they did, and God has punished India for, being number one with CERN, attacking people through witchcraft and magic and stuff. That's their punishment, So most unfortunate 241 had to die, but that's the point. You know what I mean? When you're crossing God and you do things like that and you piss off God, God will punish you for it. And so the engine, it was, basically God has created this problem, and I've posted about it. And now everybody's speculating, saying all those things, pointing, pushing the blame around, and it's like it's not Boeing's fault and stuff. Another interesting thing, I've noticed something about the enemy, what they've been doing. Every time I criticize something and I say why there's something wrong, I criticize Boeing for a longest time. I thought it's a shitty manufacturer. It's not really good because they keep reproducing the same thing. They're not creating new things because Airbus creates new things all the time. Okay? And Boeing is got too comfortable. They don't want to produce. They just remanufacture the whole thing. It's like reinventing the wheel. And that's why it's not a good company. That's what I said. And I spoke about also the engine of Airbus. Airbus has the Rolls-Royce engines, and Boeing has General Electric, which is shit engine. Sorry. And every time I say something about I've noticed these governments now, they're taking my advice. I've noticed every time I say something or criticize something, I find out they are using my advices. Every time I advise something, they're using it to whatever I say, they using my advice. You know what I'm saying? So why are you attacking me then? We're attacking me and you're using my advice. So now apparently Boeing is opening the bids for other manufacturers to come in and replace General Electric engines, and they really want Rolls-Royce engines. That's why they're asking pretty much they're asking the Rolls-Royce to put a bid for new engines for the fleet of Boeing. You understand? Because I talked about that in the past, and now they are doing exactly what I said. You know what I'm saying? So another, they like to steal our intellectual property. They stole intellectual property. This device I was going to make, they stole it and they sold it to the Middle East. They stole my intellectual property, something I was going to create, because I spoke about it to my brother, I spoke about it to my friends. I was going to, engineer. I was going to ask them to help me make it. And they took it and sold it, and kept my money, And that's what the U.S. government did. And Great Britain or UK, they did that to me. So they have noticed that. What about them? They like to steal your intellectual property and sell it. Now they're following every advice. Honestly, I know these things. And I can sit here and list you the things that I've said and they used. And they went and did what I was talking about. And I say, this is wrong because of this, that. They went and used my advice and they fixed that. I was very critical of Boeing, and now they are replacing the engines. With Rolls-Royce, they said, put a bid for engines for Boeings. You understand what I'm saying? So I just see things. I piece things together. Why are you listening to me? I'm a target individual. I'm nobody, right? So why are you listening to my advice? Why are you taking my advice? Okay? My opinion of you is not going to change. You're still wicked. Even if you're stealing my ideas and you're using my ideas without my consent. Okay? You're still wicked.